Very, very honored and proud to get a chance to be on stage tonight, bringing to you Mr. Sam Pacetti.
Check 1, 2. Can I get a little bit of vocal in the monitor? There, Marcus. How you doing, Mark? Good to see you. Sounds like you've got it large enough out there. Yeah, there you go. Any, you got a little verb? Yeah. Dig it. Get a little bit more guitar in the monitor, just a little bit. Hey, big boss man, why can't you hear me when I call? Hey, big boss man, why can't you hear me when I call? You know you ain't so big, you just tall, that's all. Well, you got me working, boss man, working round the clock. I want a little drink of water, but you just won't let me stop. Hey, big boss man, why can't you hear me when I call? You know you ain't so big, you just tall, that's all. I'm gonna get myself a boss man, one who's gonna treat me right. I play cards in the daytime, I rest easy at night. Hey, big boss man, why can't you hear me when I call? You know that you ain't so big, you just tall, that's all. jelly roll ain't how to find run your grandpa crazy. Your grandma blind, they love jelly. Sweet jelly roll. When you taste that jelly, boy, your mama can't keep you at home. Hey, jelly roll, jelly on the fence. If you don't go and get it, you ain't got no sense about jelly. Sweet jelly roll. When you taste that jelly, boy, your mama can't keep you at home. Well, the reason that your grandpa loves your grandma so she got the same old jelly she had 40 years ago. He loves jelly, sweet jelly roll. When you taste that jelly, boy, your mama can't keep you at home. Well, mama got a watch, papa got the chain, sister got a baby from shaking that thing. She shook that jelly, sweet jelly roll. When you taste that jelly, your mama can't keep you at home. Oh, I can tell there's a few Lutherans out there, aren't there? Sorry about that. Hey, this is reality in life, right? You know about 2 o'clock when they close that door, there ain't nobody coming in, nobody goes. I got that boogie woogie feeling. I had it all night long. When I get that feeling, my mama won't let me go home. I great big legs, walk like she walking on soft-boiled eggs. She got that boogie-woogie feeling. She had it all night long. And when I get that feeling, my mama won't let me go home. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks, guys. Well, it's always a supreme pleasure to be back with you guys. You know, this is one of the best intimate settings that we get here for our our Florida folk family, and that's what this is here. You know, this is all most of the family from around Florida. And so it's good that we're here, keeping tradition alive and some roots. As Frank Thomas said to me, Sammy, now don't forget your roots now, son. Don't you forget that, because that's important, you know. And you gotta bring that out, son. And you know what I mean? Sure. No, son. Are you hearing me? You're not hearing me. Damn it! Pay attention to me, son. I only wish, you know, as controversial as a figure as Bobby Hicks is, God, I wish he was here. because Bobby has something to say. Some people might not want to listen, but he's got something to say. Actually, I was Bobby Hicks earlier this afternoon. I'll never forget, God, I was 18 years old, and I went down to Tampa to do MNF radio spot, and the to be staying with, well, it was a tawdry situation. You know, we got there, and he told me that, well, my son's on heroin, and my daughter's a prostitute, and I thought, well, you know, I want to stay here, and so I called Bobby because I knew Bobby kind of, you know, only tangentially, and I said, Bobby, I'm down here, and I'm staying with this dude, and I'm frightened. You mind if I come stay with you? Sure, son. Jump the truck. Come on over. And so I stayed with Bobby that weekend, and I was a saltwater Pacetti up until that point, and then he took me fishing in Tampa Bay, and I caught a snook, and the rest is history. And but that has absolutely nothing to do with this song, but Tom Bresch told me, he said, you know, son, you start playing that song and they're going to stick you with it. And I have been stuck with this song, and so I'm happy to say that this is the last ever play this. Right, until next time. This is, I don't know how many of you saw, sure all of you have probably seen Deliverance, which is a movie about a group of Atlanta businessmen who go out in the wilderness in search of enlightenment, and instead they find bad dates. Anyway, you know the drill. Nothing funny about it. Deadly serious. Thanks a lot, guys. You're very kind. Rocky Top. What in the hell you think this is? Think I know Rocky Top? Good God Almighty. It's like, I play the Milltop in St. Augustine, and people always come up and they say, "Can you play Jimmy Buffett?" Does a Mexican have mustaches? Will you play some Jimmy Buffett? Get out of here. This is a Buffett-free zone. Let me check my calendar. Yep, today's the 11th. My brother's birthday, and he's living up in Murfreesboro, Tennessee right now. He's a songwriter, country music songwriter, and it's funny. My brother and I, we never knew each other until he got divorced. And then he had a lot of free time, and we were eyeing each other up very tentatively. And we decided that we actually did like one another. And, the first child always gets a different raising than the second child. And basically, Dad exhausted himself so thoroughly, trying to keep my brother in line, that by the time I got around, he just didn't have the energy to keep me in line. And so I got this laissez-faire child rearing, and I was Satan. I was Satan incarnate. I'd throw lizards down my mother's shirt. You remember that? You remember when I did that? The best part about that was, I put this lizard down her shirt, and she did this bohemian raffish snake dance, removed her clothes, and then she says to my father, "I want you to take him in there and beat his behind." So Dad takes me inside the house, takes off his belt, starts hitting the wall, and he says, "Scream! Scream! That's not loud enough." Anyway, so this is a tune that is about finding family, finding yourself. And, wish I could say that I wrote this tune, but I didn't. I knew it well, every sound and every smell. Every time I walked, I felt the first 2 years or so. There upon the grassy yard, I, a young boy running hard, brown and bruised and battle-scarred, lost in sweet illusion. From my window, I can see the branches of an ancient tree. She's reaching out and calls to me, "Come climb my soily branches." But all my climbing days are done, these tired legs I'm walking on would scarcely dare to leave the spot from on which they're standing. And I remember every word of every voice that I ever heard, of every song and every bird. Yes, this is where it starts. My brother's laughter, the sighing wind, and this is where my life began. This is where I learned to use my hands and hear my heart. This house is old, it carries on like the lyrics of an old-time song. They're always changed and never gone. This house can stand the seasons. As our lives pass from door to door like dust upon this wooden floor, Let the rain and thunder roar, we need not know the reason. All these thoughts come back to me like ships across a friendly sea, like breezes blowing endlessly, like rivers running deep. The day is done, the lights are low, the wheels of life are turning slow. As these visions turn to gold, I lay me down to sleep. The day is done, the lights are low, the wheels of life are turning slow. As these visions turn to gold, I lay me down to sleep. I knew this place, I knew it well, every sound and every smell. Thank you. Tim, I got time for one more, and my parents are here this year from St. Augustine, and as some of you might have had the dubious honor of, there they are, that's them. They, you know, for years I looked at them and I thought, these are not my people. I cannot, God tell me I'm not from these people. But the older I've gotten, the more I've realized that I couldn't have been more lucky to have people like them. Because although they, you know, we might have had our, you know, our differences of ways of seeing things, they always said, look, whatever you want to do, do it. That's what you want to do, you go do that. That makes you happy, do it. So after my stint working for the State Department, I decided that life in music would be... No. Anyway, I'll play this tune for my mom, because if I don't, I won't get free meals anymore. Musicians have a very hand-to-mouth existence. Kill the monitors.
all want one more?
I'm afraid. I'll do this for my dad because if I don't, he'll probably beat me. So this is and I think it's necessary to, and partly to have a great time and to share and give these gifts. But we're here to remember these spirits like Will and Gamble who have passed. And so this is a Gamble Rogers tune. Take care.